Alright, let's go in 3, 2, 1, go.
God damn it. You had advantage on loading, whatever. Okay,
SSD.
GTA 3. Commentary mode. This game is pretty cool.
Sometimes. So yeah, we'll be racing this. Hopefully it will go good. We both haven't played too much any percent recently with those strats,
Nice
but
round.
should be fine.
Yep.
Since the last time this was shown at the marathon, which was ESA 2014, we're not counting the ESA 2015 run, the strats have changed quite a bit, especially in Portland. You will be seeing us starting missions at the same time as rampages, just like in Vice City, which will allow us to more or less instantly pass mission, but there's also something called Insta-Pass that we will also be doing, which will actually instantly pass missions. And I guess we'll just explain it as we go. So for now there's not that much happening yet, just the usual route.
Yeah, for now. But things are gonna start shaking up really soon.
You watch yourself, mister. And you, Janice, why are you so ugly? Your husband, he don't make you happy?
No, he's an idiot.
One important thing though, I'm already morally ahead because Omega didn't do the Oasis Memorial Alley. So I'm definitely in the lead right now.
Oh, and okay. So this is a new thing. We're gonna grab a taxi here, even though the Kuruma is right there, because we need the taxi for a trick later on in the run. So at the start, it's just business as usual. But more so than usual, you want a pistol and a taxi, in addition to actually doing the missions, because it's gonna make a certain thing faster later on.
Yep, I got a taxi as well, but it was a bit slower than what Omega got there, and I think we're both still without pistols.
Yeah, I didn't get a pistol. It's fine. The pistol isn't that necessary, but it really
Yeah,
makes
the
things
really
fun.
important thing is just the cap. You needed to be able to actively, easily start the rampage later on. And since this is a race, like you could do it without it, but it's quite risky. And if you fail, you're gonna lose a lot of time, so you don't want to do that.
They didn't have the fastest pistol, but
I got one too.
yeah. Gotta close the door, otherwise we'll get busted.
Oh, we're roughly at the same point now.
Yeah. So instead of taking the bat, we can just run this guy over and take the stallion.
Oh my god, that sync up. Yeah, for the viewer, by the way, it's not gonna be at the same time because of the setup. I will be 3 seconds to 4 seconds behind Omega, even though we're at the same place.
Yep.
So don't be too surprised if our words don't match our actions.
The stallion is a bit tricky to drive. It's kind of like driving on ice, like to skid a lot. And sometimes flip a lot.
Yeah, and coming up will be the first confusing part, I guess, for people who don't know what's going on. We'll be making a replay over a rampage that's not visible yet because we're on a mission. And we'll be using that right after we finish the mission.
Alright. I was just making sure that I got the rampage right, because the delay is quite strong on this computer.
I just hope I'd pressed F2. We'll find out in a second. So yeah, now we want to get either a police car on the road, which would be ideally, or one of the two that I'm running towards to right now should be unlocked. We'll see how lucky we get. And the first
one
locked. And I ran out of sprint. Oh yeah, yeah.
Second one locked.
Ah, I got one. That's unfair then.
So now I basically need a cop car on the road. Like, I can't continue on with the run without a cop car, unlike before. Well, there's one in the distance, but I can't get it.
Yep. Alright, and what I did there is I used the
Oh,
Vigilante submission to start the rampage, and the Vigilante at the same time cancelled the Vigilante, and then made another replay. Oh shit, I actually fucked that one up. I just realized. Whatever, it's not too important. I made another replay over the info marker at the hospital for, yeah, basically, if you die in Portland, you will get a tutorial about how you shouldn't die and what health stuff there is, and so on. And you want to trigger that before you actually die, because we do a death warp later. And I fucked that one up, but it should be fine.
Yeah, I got the
think we got
replay
it.
and the cop car now, but it took me a while. Had to find one on the road.
I think what I did wrong was I was too far away until I activated the... And anyway, what we'll be doing now is we will make another rampage replay during this rampage and this mission, which is fine because it's all on a timer basically. The only important thing is to get to the next mission before the rampage runs out.
Yeah.
And that should be no problem at the moment. And what will happen then is I drop off the mission, I will get back into my police car, activate Vigilante, and then I will fail the rampage and start the mission, and it will instantly pass the next mission.
Yeah, my clips.
Yeah, and then we just do, I forgot the name actually, Chunky Lee Chong.
Yeah. This whole segment is basically juggling the game's on-mission flag. So like the game has these two flags that dictate whether the game thinks you're on a mission or not. And like whenever you start a mission, start a rampage, finish a mission, fail a rampage, finish a rampage, it all changes.
Exactly. And in certain missions that can lead to insta-passes, which we just did on my clips.
Yeah.
Sadly, it doesn't work on all missions, because otherwise this game would be super broken.
Yeah, and really short. So yeah, this mission van heist, the van, it's one of the RNG missions of Portland. The van can take two different patterns, and eidgod got the worst one.
Yep.
Oh,
But
we'll
no
see.
cop around, so that's all good. But I
Yeah.
still got a 2-star wanted level, not sure why.
Yeah, I got the good pattern.
So yeah, there's two patterns basically. Oh my god, 3 stars. The van basically spawns on the road, and right upcoming is a turn, and he can turn left or right. Left is bad because... Oh shit!
And yeah, that's a failed mission.
Wow, fucking police. What
Yeah.
the...
That's GTA, everyone. Something like that can just happen at any moment, and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, that's GTA.
Well,
And my taxi has despawned for whatever reason.
I guess this is balancing karma.
Yeah.
Let's see if this is unlocked. No, of course not. So I also don't have a shotgun now.
So I'm just gonna hope that I get a cab on the road.
And I hope I see a police car here somewhere.
I'd trade a cab for a police car at this point, to be honest.
Wanna trade? Oh, you don't have a police car.
I got a quite good cab on the road. So what I do now is the same thing. I start the submission at the same time I start a rampage, and then I can cancel the submission, and I'm able to pick up missions very safely while being on the rampage, which is required for the next trick I'm gonna do.
Now, more hits from the 60s.
And I have to do old Van High strats.
Shoutouts
cab.
to old strats.
If it would actually take damage.
So yeah, that's another rampage replay that I just made.
I don't if I would have gotten a police car, it would have been fine, but I didn't, so this is
Yeah.
losing a shit ton of time right now.
Yeah. This mission is very prone to have cops that just teleport through your car and bust you, known as ultra cops.
That better not happen. Oh, come on.
Because you're like, your car is being blocked and you're driving at a very low speed.
This is taking forever.
And yes, unfortunate.
Oh, come on. Whatever. What? What? The door wasn't even open. What the fuck? And of course it's locked again. Oh, come
Yep.
on.
GTA, everyone. GTA, that's why we love this game. So right now I'm gonna start the mission, and as soon as the rampage is gonna run out, I'm gonna start the mission again, and then I'm going to kill myself. And this passes the mission. This is known as the dupe and fail, where you start the mission twice, then you fail the mission. Like, you have 2 instances of the mission running, and the game cancels the... Like, the other instance fails, and then the game cancels the second one, or like removes all the assets, which causes the mission to be passed in that case, because the objective is to destroy 3 vans. And that's the cop car RNG in action. I had both locked. Just gonna hope I find one on the road. And there it is.
So yeah, now it just happened what should have happened. 1 wanted star, no bus, but oh well. Just watch
Yeah.
Omega.
Yeah. Or if you missed what I did, you can always have a rewind on eidgod's stream.
And yeah, my cap is obviously also gone
Yeah.
at this point.
The game can only store a few cars in memory, so if you switch cars a lot, it despawns the cars you used first. So yeah, I'm on the way to pick up the briefcase now. And this is the mission why we want the cop car after we kill ourselves, because doing this mission with no weapons is extremely frustrating and slow. But fortunately with the shotgun we can take care of it with relative ease. Except if that guy doesn't... Okay, this is interesting. Those guys didn't really trigger. Oh well. Oh, hello, friend. I'm gonna take a cab here. Because of the next setup I'm gonna do.
You're tuned to Lips. Hoy, I tell ya. Don't touch that radio.
So the strat I'm gonna be doing is holding down the submission button, and like the game thinks that I should start a submission, and it will start a submission when I release the button, which is what I'm going to manipulate. And one side effect of this is that the camera is gonna be reversed.
And you should also never let go of the submission button while on a mission, because
Yeah.
then it would crash the game, because you
Yeah.
can't be on 2 missions with a submission.
And some of you may wonder, like, I had a cop car, and that has a submission, right? But the thing about the Mike Lips last lunch instapass is that it completely kills the vigilante script, because we started vigilante first before the mission. So if I tried to start vigilante with a cop car, it just wouldn't happen,
Yeah. And you,
because the script is dead.
yeah, so if you wanted to like suddenly do 100%, you couldn't do anymore, because the mission just doesn't exist anymore. It's dead.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna keep left control, which is my submission, and look back button it's gonna be held throughout the whole mission, which is mildly annoying, but not too bad.
Here's a song you're not going to find anywhere else. Except on one of the other 800 stations owned by Love Media, our sister.
That's a nice van, blocking my path.
Some more cop car RNG for me. Let's see if I get a little bit lucky.
As
for
if you
once.
didn't have enough already.
Oh, there's one on the road if this is locked. Well, of course it was locked. Why am I even trying?
So this mission otherwise we'll do as normal, just pick up the 3 guys. It's quite long and boring, and can screw you over too, just like pretty much any mission in GTA. I don't know. Yeah, eidgod is doing the pickup now.
Yeah, I had a police car in the cab, so it's all good. Game is helping me out a little bit, but has to help me a lot to be able to catch up after this horrendous start.
Yeah, that's... Van Heist sometimes is just a bad mission.
Yep.
Bad enough that you had to do old strats. So just after this mission ends, I'm gonna start the rampage and then let go of the submission button, which starts taxi and ends it immediately because I'm not in a taxi. So yeah, there we go. And now I can start Chaperone while on a rampage. There is a very recent new route for this game and a new strategy where you can insta-pass blowfish, but we agreed on not doing that strat because it's risky. There's a 25% chance of the game crashing. It's not just straight up, and it's not exactly marathon safe.
Yep.
So we're doing the normal dupes from here on out.
Yeah. Don't really want to have crashes
Yeah.
in a race at a marathon. That's not exactly a cool thing.
Yeah, and as long as we're not getting like advantages over another because of strats, then it's fine.
Exactly. We will be doing pretty much the exact same strats, I think, unless someone is doing some minor differences somewhere, like a small driving road, but everything else should be exactly the same.
Yeah, and the next mission we're gonna be insta-passing its Triads and Tribulations. And these missions before it are quite long, so we're just basically chaining rampages like throughout the mission to make it so that the rampage runs out just at the right time, so it won't waste time going for the dupe. And this is another one. I have to wait a bit before entering the marker, so I can start the rampage at the correct time.
And all that just so that the timer runs out right after we pick up Triads and Tribulations for the first time.
Yep. Yeah, start the rampage now, and then the police raid comes in. And it took a bit of a detour, that's okay.
I'm still on the mission before that.
Yeah. Maria is always the 9th person to come out of the party. Now we have to deal with cops. But fortunately the window for this, like basically you just want to start Curly Bob, or like cutting the grass before this rampage runs out, which is quite generous time limit. But obviously you want to go fast, so you're not wasting time.
Oh boy, that was not exactly very good.
Yeah.
But the limo didn't die, so it's all good.
Also, rain physics are... Like, rain does affect the physics in this game. It makes them more like ice physics than anything else.
Oh yeah. You tend to slide a lot more. And braking is a lot slower. It affects every aspect of driving, pretty much.
And rain is on a fixed cycle in this game, so it's not really... It's not random.
Yeah,
There-
we both should have it right at the same time,
Yeah.
pretty much.
There are certain things that can... like make rain appear early or delayed, but that's not really...
In our control.
Those are minor things. But for the most part, it's on a fixed cycle. Just like this, me going to Curly Bob is also on a timer. So I can do whatever I want for a bit. And what I want to do is start this rampage right here. And then I'm going to make another replay over the first rampage. I made a replay over the M16 one, and that will be used for later.
When we finally leave this shit part of town.
Yeah. Portland is the most frustrating part of the run, for sure. It's the most RNG heavy part, and like traffic is really bad and you drive bad cars. It's just boring and tedious.
Yep. And especially with all the dupe setups and replays and all that stuff, it doesn't
Yeah.
get much better.
Yeah, because you rely a lot on emergency vehicles being unlocked, which is a flat percentage chance.
Yep.
The police cars have a 60 and 70% chance of being locked, and the ambulance has a 30% chance of being locked.
So you can imagine how many resets you just have to do because of that. And it's not fun.
Yeah, not fun at all. It's very easy to get caught in the Portland reset loop.
Yep.
So I'm just dropping off Curly Bob, which you can pick up in your taxi, as you saw. And run him over. Then now I have 35 seconds to start cutting the threads and tribulations, I mean. Twice. And this is another dupe and fail, so I will be killing myself right after. That's a nice flip. That's bad. Based cop car. I think I'm not gonna make the dupe now, because a cop car flipped my taxi.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely not gonna make it now. So it looks like I'm gonna have to do Curly Bob or Trials and Tribulations intended strats. So I guess that will give eidgod some edge.
Yeah, it should be like 1 minute or something.
Now that was unfortunate. I'm also gonna have to...
Here you go, Pogo. Have a dime.
that was a pretty spectacular flip, if I do say so myself.
Maybe we got an expert in chat who can testify to that.
Yeah. Jolsey. So I'm just gonna grab the AK, which is what you use to do this mission normally. And the Mafia Sentinel, which is conveniently here. So that's unfortunate, but yeah, that just happens sometimes.
I would be surprised if one of us had a run where everything goes perfect. So, to be expected.
It's just unfortunate that all the setup time just went to waste,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Like if you fail the whole chain early on, you're just now, okay, this is over, I don't need to waste time anymore. But if it's like on the very last spot, you wasted all the setup time and then
Yeah.
you still don't get any reward from it.
So this is a good part for you to catch up.
Yep. So I will be doing the exact same thing, hopefully without flipping the cap, and
Yeah.
then I will save
There
some
was not
time.
much I could do about it. Even when a cop car hits you, you shouldn't just flip like that. So this is what we used to do as a normal strat before duping.
Yeah, it's basically us just driving to the location and shooting the guys. Not too exciting, so
Yep. And that's the mission. It's a fairly short one, but duping still saves a fair bit of time. We're doing it normally.
yeah, we'll see once I do the dupe fail how much it pretty much saves.
But fortunately, I have now I have one less set of emergency vehicle RNG because I didn't need to rely on the ambulance.
Oh yeah.
Unlocked.
Call me the maestro.
And yeah, like I said before, this is another mission that can be insta-fast, but it's quite risky. It's fast but risky, so we agreed on not doing it for the marathon.
Gonna have to watch people do attempts to see that.
Yeah.
And that's in the red light district. If jazz is your bag,
If anybody is doing attempts with this route,
Luigi's bar.
I don't
It's
even
also
know.
in the red light district.
this route is not the favorite of mine, certainly.
Alright, so for me it's upcoming now the dupe fail. Yeah, we actually picked those ones up during Bomb the Base.
Yep.
Because we used them to do another dupe fail. I start the mission a second time, I will then blow up my cap and pass the mission. There we go. And hopefully
Yes.
the ambulance is now unlocked. Nice.
Yes. eidgod getting some good luck finally.
Yeah, so I will be starting the same mission that Omega is on right now in about 5 seconds or something. So I'm still a decent bit behind, but it's not completely hopeless anymore.
Yeah. So this is a death warp coming up. Gonna kill myself. Both to get to my destination faster and also to make the last rampage start extremely safe and consistent. If I get an emergency vehicle. And we do. Nice.
Nice.
So that's all of the Portland RNG basically. I just have Bomb the Base left and then last requests.
There should be no more problems, pretty much.
Yeah. When we get to, or after we do the dupe in Staunton, then the rest of the route is pretty much the same as what it's always been. Well, not always, but
Since a very long time.
yeah. You're just gonna be doing missions as normal.
A lot of the later missions are very dupe resistant.
Listen,
Yep.
wives, children,
This is the
if
drop.
your husband, if your daddy, if he not happy, send him to me, Fernando. In exchange for a few hours a week,
Unfortunately, we don't do the Idaho drop anymore in my clips last lunch.
Oh yeah.
At least we get the Sentinels drop still.
But the Idaho drop was so nice. Made so many people reset.
Yeah.
Would you like a kitten?
There's a very certain technique to doing that.
Log on to petsovernight.com.
So yeah, I'm picking up the grenades.
Kitten overnight.
They're conveniently on the way.
Petsovernight.com, delivering little bundles of love in a box directly to your door.
And now it's time for a public service announcement from
Alright,
station
so
owner
I'm
Donald
finishing
Love.
up Blowfish now as well.
My name is Donald Love. You're listening to a Love Media station. Enjoy.
All right, we're back here on Chatterbox, the radio show that never gets old. I'm Laszlo with open ears and a closed mind. Hello, you're on the air. What's your name?
I wanted to talk about
This car is also somewhat prone to flip in there. It's good to drive a bit carefully.
So you think that
So this is like third hardest mission in all of GTA, according to that one list.
Yeah.
Quite hard.
You have to snipe like 7 people. It's pretty impressive, to be honest.
Yeah. And yes, got them all. I'm just gonna take off my door and wait for 8-Ball to do this thing.
talking about
And hopefully the game won't
I'm starting to
crash.
believe that guy about right
Don't
into
jinx it.
drinking water. Listen, if there's any sane person left in Liberty City that can hear my voice, please call the show right now. This is an SOS.
And yes, we're good. That cutscene can crash the game sometimes. Now I'm just gonna be on my way to last requests.
We will all be dead in 3 years. Did you want to become a bee stepper? I don't. That's why we must act now. Killer bees must be stopped.
I wonder why more people are talking about this. I mean, killer bees swarming, and it sounds pretty serious.
Ah, but the killer bees are nothing compared.
So this is why we get the ambulance
They're like
here.
sheep. They're going to take
I'm gonna do one final rampage start. Start the M16 rampage and then start the mission. I'm gonna be on my way to Staunton and not get in the cheetah, because that would be a bad idea.
Crap.
You should totally do it.
Organization's called crap. What kind of moron
Just to
are you?
demonstrate what
Put
happens
around
if you
people
do it.
up for using a phone, but you're calling up on a phone to tell the world about it. I mean, how many people are there in this crap?
Citizens are raging against phones, Laszlo.
How many people?
Now that's a nice bus, would be good for 100%.
Hard organizing meetings without the
In 100% you need to collect most of the vehicles in the game,
What are you
and
speaking
that
to me
bus
about?
is one
What's
of the
going
rare
on
ones in
here?
Portland.
I am not the problem. You are, and you're perpetuating the downfall.
So yeah, I should be making this Portland minute quite comfortably.
Liberty City was a church, a cow pasture, and 3 houses when the telephone was invented.
So the way Portland timing works is when I start the next mission, Sayonara Salvatore, the game is gonna look at your in-game time and add 3 minutes to the hour, and then round it up to 30, the next 30. So, for example, if I pick up the mission at 11:50, it's gonna be a 14:30 Portland when Salvatore leaves the club. But if I pick it up at, say, 12:01, it's gonna be 15:30. So Portland is sort of on a timer, but not really. Like you can go slowly up to a certain point, or like have mistakes. So it can be forgiving, but it can also be very brutal if you miss the Portland cycle by a second or so, which causes you to lose a full minute instead of losing a second.
But luckily, there are strats.
Yeah, you can use replays to stop the flow of time, because when you are on a replay, time doesn't pass, and when you use a replay, the in-game clock goes back to the start of the second that it was on when you used the replay. So you can roughly wait a second, use a replay, and then wait a second, use a replay again. So you like keep slowly going forward towards your destination. But
All the time stands still.
Yeah.
So if you would not make it by like 10 to 20 seconds or something, you can just do that and then still get the full minute.
Yeah. Of course, that still costs real time, but it's better than losing a minute in some cases.
Exactly. What's your Portland time, by the way?
14:30.
14. Oh, you died once more, so it's 2:30, right?
Yeah.
Because I will get a 4:30.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
1
2
minute.
minutes apart.
Alright, so we're basically 1 minute apart right now. I'm 1 minute behind.
So and I made one final rampage replay over the rocket launcher rampage, which is gonna spawn there when I fail this one, and then I'm gonna damage myself a bit because I want to kill myself after the next mission.
I will be doing the exactly same thing.
And I'll be picking up this rampage around 40 seconds before Salvatore appears, which is about now. And because we use the rocket launcher rampage for this, it's convenient that you can reuse rockets to kill all the guys that spawn at Salvatore's place. I'm just gonna park my Banshee right there and wait for the guys to spawn.
Not too much exciting stuff to talk about right now. Because I'm doing the exact same thing and we're just waiting and driving.
It's gonna be a bit more exciting very soon.
Yep.
So they're gonna spawn right about now, so I'm just gonna use a few rockets to take them all out. Quite convenient. And Salvatore leaves the club and gets run over. And we're off to Staunton. Or the first thing we're gonna do is kill ourselves.
Because we've missed Portland so much.
Yeah.
Sweet microwave dinners, all the while wishing you were roasting a suckling pig at a pagan banquet. Is your next ideal
So again,
movement a moat? Well, get ready, Liberty City.
I'm gonna make it back to Asuka's place just before the rampage is gonna run out. And it gives me enough time to pick up the mission twice. And kill myself afterward. And this will be the last dupe and fail.
Witch burnings and the joys of being a feudal serf. Forget about air conditioning and modern medicine. We've got all the leeches, spells, and potions you need at the Medieval Millennium Fair. Learn the art of cooking with turnips. Yum yum. Buy genuine reproduction medieval artifacts including maces, double-handed battle swords, and one-size-fits-all chain.
Starting under surveillance, waiting for rampage to fail. Start it again. And kill myself with the grenades that I picked up. And we're gonna pass the mission. And this ambulance is always gonna be unlocked, so there's no RNG here.
I guess I did my math wrong earlier. We're 2 minutes apart, but whatever.
It's fine. So now I'm gonna do the final... I don't have guns, and the next mission is Paparazzi Bird, so I'm gonna start Paramedic and the Rampage at the same time to get myself infinite rockets for the next mission. This won't be any dupe setup, it's just to make the next mission quite fast. And after that, hopefully we're not gonna die anymore during the run. We're gonna pick up the Banshee, which is pretty much the best vehicle for a speed run. It has really good acceleration and decent top speed.
Oh shit, what am I doing? Fuck. Okay, yeah, I hope this doesn't fuck me right now. Drove a bit in the wrong direction here.
So I'm gonna shoot a couple rockets and explode the boat. There we go. Pretty much the fastest mission in the game, except for Love's disappearance, but that's just a cutscene. And now it's off to to do Staunton, actually.
I'm gonna have to cut you off. Don't you believe in free speech?
I think this mission was also in the list of hardest GTA missions. There are 3 payphones that you have to get to in a time limit.
And it's literally just driving.
Yep.
I'm gonna do a jolty drop here because otherwise I'm not gonna make it in time.
What about winter, when the wind blows and it's really cold? I mean, do you prance about like a...
And barely made it, holy shit.
Nice. Jolty drop saving the day.
Oh yeah.
Best shot in the game.
Ooh, that was so tight. Wait, what? Oh no. Okay,
Nudity is real. Open your eyes. Take off your pants. Come on. Come on, Laszlo. You can be a figurehead for Liberty City.
So I made another replay there to try to give myself 30,000 rockets by failing the rampage while in a replay. But it's frame perfect and I haven't gotten it successfully once so far. No, didn't get it. Unfortunate. But it's not really necessary. It saves around 15 seconds or so. So now I'm gonna make an actual replay that I wanna use over the police bribe.
And it's pretty much the last replay we will be using at all, like during the whole run.
Yeah. The thing about bribes and I guess other pickups like health and armor pickups is when you pick them up in a replay, it doesn't actually take them away from the world, so you can pick them up infinitely. That's parking a bit.
And we'll be using it to bribe away 2 stars, 5 stars, and another 4 stars.
Yeah. It just makes the run a lot easier and more consistent. Because missions like Evidence Dash won't really be an issue. or SAM or a drop in the ocean.
Exactly. Usually you have like cop cars smashing into you or damaging you and taking away your health that you need, and we all eliminate that by just wasting a little bit of time on the cop bribes and making it so much faster sometimes and easier too.
Then I'll sleep with anything.
Yes. Turn my bench here on here because I need to go into the toilet block in the park.
Exercises you while you sleep. Just strap in your arms and legs,
Yeah,
put on the
it's
dog
payday
collar,
for Ray.
then wrap yourself in the special high voltage electric blanket. Turn it on to 11 and burn those pounds away.
So this next mission, Silence the Seek, we used to have an M16 for this mission to make it really fast, but now we're gonna have to do it with grenades, which is slightly harder, but not too bad once you get used to it.
And certainly not slower.
Yep. Because the old strats used to be we grabbed an M16 during the waiting time in Sayonara Salvatore. Obviously now it doesn't make sense because we kill ourselves right after. I'm gonna nade the window and then throw a grenade under the car. Yep, he's dead.
Alright.
And now I'm off to do arms shortage, which is gonna give us some weaponry that we need to go fast.
It's pretty much the rockets and the M16 that we will be buying there.
Yeah. Also in the old route we used to go to ammunition, which gave us AK and sniper rifles, so we used those during Staunton instead. But now we just get the M16 because it's convenient.
Exactly. And you only really need it just for one mission pretty much. Anyway.
Or two. Oh. That's an example of a pedestrian bounce. Sometimes when you drive over people you just get your car sent flying for no reason
That's
really.
why you want to avoid it as much as possible.
And that's a pretty cool drop. I'm gonna grab some armor here for safety. And make my way over to the rockets. Which trigger these guys. You can also trigger these guys early by just going through the gate and coming back, which is faster if you already have rockets, but since we don't, we just have to go get them first. And then just blow up everything. And jump over this cutscene, gain some extra distance.
Those micro optimizations.
Yeah, that's what GTA is mostly about, like when you get to the top level, because there are not really that many precise tricks or anything, it's just micro optimizations driving that will save you time.
Yeah, it comes down to perfect driving, shooting, aiming, all these things pretty much.
Yeah. Which driving is kind of simple in GTA 3 because we have the top-down camera, which is all-powerful in despawning traffic when you're going at high speeds.
Questions usually start with words like how and why, and they end with your voice going up like this.
So like you don't have to avoid traffic too much, which is an issue in other GTA games like Vice City. Traffic can really screw you over in the game, as you might see when eidgod does his run tomorrow.
Or San Andreas, when you do your run tonight.
Graveyard shift type.
Oh yeah.
And I just got rain when starting Evidence Dash. This is gonna be fun. This is one of the most notorious run killer missions in the game. There is this Bobcat, which you have to ram 6 times to get 6 packages. And the pattern it takes is random. And you also get 2 stars after you, which you are gonna get rid of with cop bribes. But it's mostly the pattern that's being quite bad for me right now.
Yeah, the Bobcat can take any like direction on any street.
Yeah, this is
so it's completely
pretty much
random.
the worst possible pattern it could have taken. He didn't go into the tunnels, so it's not too bad. But he went all the way south, which is not ideal. You want the Bobcat kind of come to you rather than you come to it. But at least he's staying near Donald, which is where the next mission, Liberator, is going to start. And I'm stuck on my car wreckage.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. Base GTA physics.
The thing is, though, because we have no stars on this, this is actually not that terrible. If this
Yeah,
was
I'm
with 2
just
stars,
gonna
you would have been busted
switch
by
cars.
now. So,
because that Banshee is so long gone in the wreckage.
but yeah, without the cop bribery plate, this would have been a failed mission by now. Happened before.
And now he went into the tunnels, which is the worst possible spot. Fortunately, I only need 2 packages.
So yeah, that will give me a lot of chance to catch up if
Yeah.
the pattern is better. It's a big if, though.
Whoa! That's a nice spin bounce thing.
And I also still got rain physics, so no advantage there.
This is like horrible evidence. That's absolutely horrible.
Yeah, you should have been finished ages ago.
Yeah, but now he's also taking me all the way north of town. And juking me.
So yeah, I get the best pattern so far.
Yeah. About that GTA 3.
It can go really quickly in any direction.
You might even be ahead at this point. That was just so horrible. Because I got stuck with a slow car.
Yeah, it's driving perfectly so far.
I'm gonna grab this Infernus. Grab the Infernus.
Yep, that was a really good pattern. And now I will be destroying it while picking up that at the red light parked Stinger, which is perfect.
Whoa!
Oh, shit.
And that's GTA!
I did not quite see what happened.
A random piece of car wreckage flips me into the ocean.
Oh boy, that's bullshit.
So now I'm... That's pretty classic.
Oh. Now I'm in the lead, I guess.
Yeah. Fortunately, I at least finished the mission.
Yeah, otherwise it would have been super bad, so
Yeah.
whatever. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm on Liberator then. I guess I will be talking about for once.
Yeah.
We have to pick up a Colombian gang car. That's RNG based if it will show up on the street. And it's a little bit further down the road where it can spawn. Hopefully it spawns right away. And after that, I will be using replays as well, but in a little different way to manipulate the AI into not actually doing anything at all. So I basically deactivate their... Oh god, this is good for me. Yeah, there was an angry driver, but he got blocked by a flatbed, so he didn't actually drive away. Oh shit. Oh god. Okay. So yeah, that spawn was pretty good. And now I will be driving to the gate, and as soon as I enter, the first 2 guys will respond to me, and as soon as they do, I press F1 2 times, and that deactivates the AI script for basically every other guy besides the guys inside the doors.
So
And the
yeah,
2
I'm
that I
just
ran
picking
over.
up Liberator in a minute. Or
Oh, at
second.
least I got horrible RNG on the door, so it's the 3rd one. It can be behind any of these doors, the guy that we are trying to find. Optimally, it's on the first door that I open, and I got the worst case here, which is the last door. Oh, and then now we just drive back and drop off the old Oriental gentleman, and
Yeah.
the mission is done.
So yeah, that's the beauty about this game in races. Stuff like that just happen, and
Yep.
cost you like
Any-
5-10 minutes of time.
Anybody can win a race. We'll also be using this Colombian gang car for the next mission, because we're going undercover and starting a gang war. And I will be using rockets to hopefully get a quick kill on some guys above me that I can't actually see. And that's actually pretty cool. It doesn't look very spectacular, but it saves quite a bit of time.
Yep.
And it's the first mission where we'll be using our rockets that we bought earlier.
Yeah, I got good RNG on the doors,
Nice.
of course. After getting that horrible bounce and horrible evidence dust in general.
So yeah, I'm just driving towards that multi-story garage, and then I will be driving to a specific floor, doing a rather specific setup, shooting at a certain spot at the roof, and then hopefully some guys die.
You want fight? Go buy yourself a gun. You want knowledge? Get yourself the scientist. Enjoy.
Nope.
Brethren.
So I fucked it up. No! Oh, late explosion. Okay. Yeah.
And that's a really good luck with the Infernus.
Yeah, that's the perfect sports car spawn that you can get there right next to your spot.
I'm gonna start that mission now.
So here's just a top guy on the top floor that we need to kill. He has a lot of health and armor, that's why we need 2 rockets and also explosions from the cars around him. And yeah, if you position the rockets right, he will die. If you do it bad though, he might fall, like fly in the air and fall onto the roof 1 story lower. And then you can't kill him from your spot anymore, so that costs a lot of time. And I was afraid that might happen, but luckily it did not. And now I'm just on a timed mission, drop in the ocean. There's fast strats for this, but we're also not doing those because they're just a little bit too hard for races, I would say. I don't know how you feel about that. But what you could do is you, right away after you pick up the mission, you drive all the way to a fixed police boat spawn. You pick up the police boat, you drive to the place where the dodo will later be dropping the packages. You start a replay, drive a certain route, save that replay, then drive back to Donald where the mission will end, then wait until the dodo drops all his packages, and then once that's done you play the replay, so you will pick up those packages in the replay, and if it all works out and you pick up all 6 packages, you instantly finish the mission at Donald and save all the driving. But if you fuck up 1 package, you fail the mission and you lose all the time.
And more.
And another thing, if you have rain during that mission, which you would have if you go optimally fast with the new strats, you can't even really do it because rain affects the physics in the replay that you have, and then you might not pick up a package and you're basically fucked.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can die from a cardiac arrest or organ failure or major hemorrhage. Small piece of metal ain't the problem.
Yeah, and I'm gonna head off to ammunition now. Buy some weaponry that I lost.
Yeah, I did the same. Now I'm just waiting a little bit because the dodo won't show up before the timer runs out. So we got no hurry here because we're doing the boring strats.
We're going over here to line 2. Hello, caller. You are on Chatterbox.
Yeah, I'd like to say something about taxes.
You mean the Lone Star State?
No, taxes. Well, you know. Like a whole year on defense things.
I'm gonna grab a couple sets of grenades. Should be plenty. And flick the Infernus because fuck the Infernus. I didn't see which color of Banshee you got. Mine is blue.
I think it was blue, but I already forgot.
Red Banshee is quite fast.
Yeah, red cars are always faster.
Yep.
And since we just had our rain cycle, the blue car doesn't help you either because that's
Yeah.
just for rain.
Blue car gives an advantage on rain physics.
Alright, that's the last one. Oh yeah, I got blue one as well. So no advantage there. Then I bribe away 4 of the 5 stars because the last one will run out, and then we can just drive the normal route without getting fucked by the FBI. And just finish the mission and get to the third island.
At this point, I'm just waiting for the plane.
And on the third island, we will finally be able to actually fly the dodo and not just see it, like in this mission. And it's personally my favorite part of the run, because dodo flying is just really, really fun in this
Dodo
game.
is the best vehicle in the game.
Yep. Also, something new will be introduced, bridge cycles, because the bridge to the third island is on fixed cycles. It goes up and down. The first cycle here is always fixed. It cycles basically when you finish drop in the ocean, because it unlocks the third island. And so that makes it always easy to catch this cycle, this bridge right now. So if I don't crash into anything, I won't have any problems. But if you lose some time, you will not be able to catch this bridge and actually have to wait. And that costs a lot of time, and you don't want that to happen. Later on in the run, we will be crossing this bridge once more. And hopefully we will not be getting a bridge cycle there. But it's kind of out of our hands.
Well, if you go fast, you can make it every time, but
yeah,
things can happen.
Exactly.
And you have to play extremely well. Nice pedestrian bounces, I've got to say.
So here I run over a few guys. The first one is the most important one because he has the M16, which can instantly destroy your car, but it's all fine. And then we pick up our dodo and we go for our first ride, or flight to be precise.
Yeah, I'm just starting the same mission eidgod is on right now.
So yeah, now we just fly back to the construction site. And from there we will be flying to Donald and then back to the construction site, all because we want this dodo for the next mission after this, which is bait. And the dodo saves a lot of time on that mission. You have to cross islands, you have to get cars to follow you, and the dodo is just the fastest way to do all of that.
Indeed.
By far. Alright, got a decent landing here. Now I will just be jumping over this wall and ignore all enemies and hope they don't just instantly kill me. And then during the cutscene they all instantly die. And gone they are. Now we'll be taking the roads to take off and fly to Donald and then drop off the mission and then fly back to the construction site to pick up bait.
In today's fast-paced world, a split second can be the difference between achieving your dreams.
Hey, I just want to know the Peace Prize!
And not.
Oh, wonder if Rasmus.
More Americans are realizing
And Omega does his first flight now.
technological devices, you will fall behind.
I didn't upgrade my personal organizer, and 2 days later I was diagnosed with a
I'm gonna do a crash landing here instead of a normal landing, because it's just quicker, and if you have a flat surface and no obstacles in the way, it's pretty much the fastest way to land the dodo if you don't really care about its health.
Yep.
And we don't right now, so it's all good. Then I get back in and fly the same way back.
Thanks to House of Tomorrow, I can play wireless head-to-head 3D virtual reality polka. Literally
Yep, you want a maximum speed. Like the way a dodo flies is basically, in this camera perspective that I'm currently using, if you don't see the nose, like the red part of the nose, you're gaining speed and you will also be gaining height. If you see it, you will be slowing down and then eventually lose speed by slowing down. And that will cost you height. and that's a death spiral for your flight, basically. So you never want to see that nose unless you want to slow down intentionally.
I see. Is there a real sense of teamwork?
My friend Joey sewed his hands together.
Wow, you're learning some real skills. How about the sound?
I'm doing the same crash landing now.
See, that's the kind of
And now we got bait. The thing in bait is there's three cars with Colombians in it. You have to go fly close by to them and get them to follow you and lure them into a certain spot where some Yakuza guys will be waiting for them and kill them. There's a lot of stuff that can go wrong in this mission. Let's hope we will not see any of that. And there's also a very weird strat here. If you touch the grass right there, it manipulates the RNG and the cars will follow you a lot easier.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense as to why it works, it just does.
So yeah, now I will be flying in a certain order over these guys. This one first here, and I will be turning to the one on the right and then the one on the left. And I'm getting some fog now, which is not very ideal, but it should be fine.
Yeah, I'm starting bait now.
And now I just need to safely land my dodo here. Making a bit of trouble, but it should be fine.
Yeah, that's a nice landing.
Yep. And then we reverse into this alleyway here, because the Yakuza should do all the killing if they cooperate. We'll see about that. And you can't really be shot in here, and you don't want to lose your dodo. So there comes the first car, and hopefully the AI does its job. That's a good one. And the two next one come pretty much at the same time. That's not very good. Alright. So I had to intervene there with 2 rockets because Yakuza are shit.
At least you passed it.
Yep. This can go way worse, way worse. And now we just take this cliff here to gain speed and fly back to the current construction site to pick up Espresso to go. It's a bit sad that I had to use 2 rockets there because I will not be able to use a rocket later on during Espresso to go, which I'm doing now, but it's fine. Doesn't lose too much time.
Right, that's first car, and this, the 2 cars are quite nicely spaced.
Yep. A bit more lucky than I did there.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Nice. So we'll take this road again to take off. And then we start with the stalls on Portland, because it's the fastest order. It's Portland, Staunton, then Shoreside. And we'll be crash landing our dodo in Portland here to pick up a Banshee in a convenient fixed spawn. And it's basically the fastest because we skip the tunnels. If you do it in any other order, you will have to eventually go through the tunnels from Portland to Staunton, and you don't want to go through those tunnels. They are just shit.
Tunnels, you can't use the top-down camera, and it's full of lane-switching traffic.
Exactly. It easily kills your car, or it just loses you a shit ton of time. So we'll be starting here with my first stall. There's 2 in Portland, 5 in Staunton, and another 2 in Shoreside, so a total of 9. Not really any hard strats involved here. It's just some driving and setup points for the grenade throws, pretty much.
Yep.
Also, you can just smash into them with enough speed that will just kill them. So you can basically use grenades, rockets, or just smash into them. And once I'm done with the Stunten stalls, I will have to cross into shoreside. And that's the part where we have the only bridge RNG, basically. And hopefully I will get a good
Also
bridge
hidden
cycle there.
package. 1 out of 100.
I picked it up too. Gotta pick it up. Ah, I hate this stall. Oh, come on now. Joking a bit here on the third stall.
Yep.
That's number 4. And for the next one I will be using a rocket because it's right in the park and it's a bit shitty to get there.
Yep.
And you need at least 2 rockets at this point if you do the strat, because you need another rocket for the next mission. So it's all good. Alright, that's all the stunt ones, and now we go for the bridge. I won't be hearing if I have a bridge cycle because I have no audio, but we'll see in a second. Hopefully it's good. And it looks good unless it goes up in any second. And okay, so no bridge problems there. And then I just kill the last 2 stalls here, and then we pick up another dodo for the next mission. Oh. My grenade throws are pretty shit.
Oh, hello. That was a bad throw, somehow. There we go.
So yeah, one more, and then we're done with this.
Has your marriage gone stale? Has the spark gone out of your
Either I just got screwed or the bridge is going down.
Hopefully it's going down. Like there's the spell whenever the bridge moves, and always when you hear it...
I got screwed.
Ah,
well, it's
shit.
coming down, but it's still, I'm gonna waste time.
But yeah, it rings if it goes up and down or moves at any point, so whenever you approach and hear the bell, you hope that it's going down, because that's the best case scenario for you.
Unfortunate.
Even before my wife's car accident.
Alright, so we drop down here and pick up a dodo, because this is a fixed spawn. And you can only really get him at the airport.
See, the passion cheese back. Phil's marriage is saved, and his kids will have a daddy.
Then we do the identical flight that we did in Grand Theft Auto, pretty much. Nothing special about this.
It will be a miracle, I guarantee it. Fernando's new beginnings. We turn an ending into a new beginning.
Bill and I just had another kid, so of course we need a bigger SUV. Being a mom is hard with soccer, football, and lacrosse practice. So we bought the new Maibatsu monstrosity. It's so big. We lost little Joey in the back and couldn't find him for an hour. When I'm rushing to the mall or talking
And yeah, for the next mission it will be for the most part on a timer as well. But there's a pretty cool strat that allows us to basically speed up the whole... Oh shit. Oh boy. The whole process. I should be able to save this dodo, I think, but this is not good. I need to fix this first. Oh boy.
The new Maibatsu monstrosity. Mine.
That was a shit landing I did there. Gives Omega a lot of time to catch up.
It's going down the
Alright,
wire.
I unstuck it now, so it's fine. Then I can just pick up the mission.
Well, you're still like 30 seconds in front.
Alright, so SAM will have a timer running now. It's basically when a dodo arrives at the airport. But the thing is, like 1.5 minutes before that, like not quite, but roughly 1.5 minutes before that. The dodo flies over the dam that we haven't really used yet, but exists in this game. And it's the first land part where he flies over. So what we'll be doing there, we will be shooting the dodo down at that dam instead of at the airport, because it saves us 1 minute and 20 seconds. And it's a pretty precise strat, but it's not too hard, so we should be able to get it easily. Also picking up some armor here because I have some free time. And I might need it for the very last mission. You never know.
Yeah, the last mission is a fickle.
Alright, so got the takeoff. And then we just fly to the dam.
Flashbacks. For people that just can't let go. Flashback FM. Tonight, the TV event that will make history. Equip them with grenade launchers and flamethrowers.
Bit of an awkward fly there, but it's fine.
It's the reality show where you just might be part of the action.
I was grabbing a sandwich at the Happy Blimp, and all of a sudden these guys crashed through the window and started shooting at each other. I was so excited, I didn't even notice I'd been hit. After that, I was hooked.
I'd rather not take that fucking truck because it doesn't really help me much. So we'll just go without it. Then I get in a certain position here and set up for a shot that I hopefully get with a certain timing.
Natural selection has come home. Sponsored by Ammunition. Remember to put litter in its place. Thank you.
This one reminds me of waking up on the end tour bus. What's his name? The one with the highlights and the mascara? He was wearing this great jacket with shoulder pads, and he started playing along to this song on a kazoo.
And I think that's fine.
Got a van, I guess.
And I will also be bribing away my stars, and this seems completely fine. Got a bit bugged out of my animation there on Claude, but it's gone now that I jumped. And yeah, I got all the packages, so that's good. And Omega is coming up with the shot now as well, so I will shut up.
Should be fine.
Nice. So yeah, we take the same flight route that we took after bait. It's pretty much the fastest because the drop down from the cliff gives you a lot of speed.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Nice. And coming up is the very last mission. There's a pretty, well, sometimes a bit hard to do strat. And I guess the person that will be able to pull it off might just win this race. Nice landing here. Yep. And yeah, the strats basically save like 30 seconds, so we kind of have to do it. If I wouldn't do it and he does it and gets it, he would basically win. So I'm forced to do it and hopefully get it, and then this is safe, but anything might happen. And this is not exactly a good start into this whole thing. I'm gonna do a crash landing here because it's the fastest again and we got a good surface for it. Whoop! That's not how I wanted to do it. But oh well. It should all be fine. So we just kill those guys, run out, get into our dodo. If the cutscene doesn't stop it. Then we do another flight to the dam and crash land into a certain spot while flying a certain path, and hopefully triggers everything, and then we can do the mission very quickly.
Yep.
There we go. Oh shit, okay. Oh boy. Oh shit.
That might be it.
Yep, that's it. You win. Probably. I completely forgot about that stunt point there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I gotta crash land my dodo there to deactivate the... Oh fuck! I crashed it too early. Oh shit.
I can still fail this.
So yeah, if Omega gets this now, this is over. I choked there on the very last mission. Well, that happens.
This mission is prone to chokes.
Yep, a lot of races have been lost to that.
When we come back, we'll have a special studio guest. Special because he advertises on this radio station.
That's perfect flight.
Oh yes, it's over. There's pretty much nothing that can go wrong anymore. And I'm just gonna do the mission the normal way.
I'm gonna go safe as well. Yep. As soon as the helicopter explodes, time.
Time. There it is, yep. GG.
GG. Good race.
Yep. Definitely some up and downs.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's pretty decent time.
Not quite what we aimed for, but it's
especially
good.
with the stuff that went wrong.
Yeah.
But now eidgod is gonna do Let's Play strats.
Yep. Although not too long ago we still did them in actual runs.
Yeah, about 2 years ago still.
Yep. Right, Oasis? So we just have to take an awkward route to get there the fastest way. And then we pick up a sniper rifle and shoot some people.
They always say that.
Okay. Go Omega.
Please no.
You can go for it, I don't care.
Nah. I'm not that patriotic, to be honest.
So yeah, a few more guys and then I can finally finish this mission. Yep.
Time is coming out like 40 seconds.
Omega skipped killing all those guys, but I'm a scrub.
Yeah. And that's the thing, if you screw up the dodo flight, then you're gonna end up in the middle of all those people.
Oh yeah, that too. Like either you fall down or you end up in the middle of all of them, or you drown. There's so many races can go wrong.
Yeah. Sometimes you can even fall out of bounds, and when you like respawn in the environment, you respawn right in the middle of everything. That's happened to me in a run as well.
And time. So yeah.
Still underestimate.
Easy.
Yeah. Good race.
Yeah, definitely fun. Nice race.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea if I sing that. No.
Just play eidgod's user tracks.
No, that's just for Vice City, no spoiler. So yeah, I'm not actually sure what's next up, but thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.